Peace and blessing be upon all of you. I was just talking about juicing, so there it is. Uh, and I'm gonna probably drink that here, a couple cup of it to break my fast. But it's very, very important for you guys to drink superfoods. It helps you out all the way around. It really doesn't matter if you have cancer, obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol. Somebody actually, the mosque asked me, uh, his liver is having fatty stuff around it. So he's like, how can I get rid of that? I said, juice, man. So it's important especially when you're fasting, how you break your fast. If you break your fast with stuff that have a lot of, bad carbs in it, then you're kind of killing the whole entire principle of fasting because we fast for many different reasons. One of them is to feel how a poor and needy feels like, so that way you can feel like them, and when you get hungry, you can we should go and help people because that's the way they're hungry all the time. But it kind of and when you do break your fast, if you eat a lot of meal, that just doesn't make no sense because first of all, poor people don't have a lot of food to eat, and second of all, even you're doing it for religious purpose, you in conjunction together for health purpose, because we know for a fact now, a lot of the doctors are talking about it, that fasting is one of the best things you can do, and and they're even saying that if you fast for 24 or 48 hour, it helps out, a lot of other issues, because whatever that you have, the food that you're eating, and then they stay there later on, it can cause issues and problems because your body is not digesting it, and in some cases when you fast like that, it just burns all the residue of the food that is still in your body, in every level. I mean, the great part of it is when you fast, if you have any kind of a little fat around your waist, it gets rid of that. If you have any food that you're eating that it's there, it's not good for you. If you fast for 24 and even 48 hours, it helps that. It gives you more energy. As far as your pain goes, it releases certain type of hormone type of stuff that it helps the pain, after you fast for a certain amount of time, and the list goes on and on. I just posted a video from a very well-known doctor that he was explaining the importance of fasting, and the Prophet, peace be upon him, he also fasts twice a week on top of the month of Ramadan, which was Monday and Thursdays. So as a whole, religiously, if you look at it, there's a reason that the Creator prescribed fasting to us, because all day long, every day, we eat, and simply don't care about our digestive system. And in time, that puts a lot of stress in your system. And at the same time, especially when you're eating a lot of meat, when you're eating a lot of bread, pasta, rice, stuff like that, which a lot of people from Middle East and Far East Asia love to eat. It's terrible, to eat a whole lot of that, and especially the kind of oil that they cook it, and that's how a lot of problem is being caused. And at the same time, when you really don't watch that and you keep eating, and then you're trying to figure out why you have fatty tissue around your liver, why you have obesity problem, high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, and so on and so forth. That's all because of food. I don't care who says what. Food is, it's everything. What you eat is what you are. So it is very important how you break your fast. It is important what kind of nutrition or what kind of food you are eating when you are breaking your fast, because if you simply eat a lot of hardcore carbs when you're breaking your fast and have eat bad oil and tons of meat, once again, that puts tremendous amount of pressure in your digestive system, and it sits there, and that's why when people eat big meals, they sweat, and now they try to figure out why this is happening. Well, that's because you're just literally overloading your digestive system, and that's the reality of it is. So it's better to eat fruits and vegetables, a lot of it, because within a matter of half an hour to 40 minutes, your body is already, it's already in the bloodstream, and your body is burning it, pretty quick. It's clean fuel, and it's full of micro and macronutrient. Don't forget that. But when you are eating other stuff that is hard on you and is hard on the digestive system, it takes an hour and a half, 2 hours to burn it, and the digestive system is overworking, try to, digest that all that junk that we that we put in there, and clogged everything. So that's why it's important to use superfoods. Make sure you juice. It's very good for you. It'll keep you young. It keeps, and if you have any issues and problems with pain and stuff like that, because a lot of that stuff have also antioxidant and anti-inflammation properties in it. It helps you with all that. But don't forget, guys, that you just don't want to do that once or twice and simply think that you're going to get all the results overnight. It doesn't work like that. The consistency is the key for that kind of stuff. You have to be consistent. Just like I've been working out for 40 years now, 41 years almost, and that's all consistency. If you would have told me that, back in the day that I was going to last all these years, I probably would have said, I don't know, or maybe not, but I did know it even from the first day when I put my hand around the bar, that this is something that I'm going to do for the rest of my life. But, a lot of people think like that, and then most of the time they just drop it. As simple as that. So consistency is the key. Number two, nutrition is the most important thing. More important than lifting heavy and going to the gym all the time and putting tons and tons of hours in. Because if you don't, take care of the food part of it, the nutrition part of it, the rest of it it really doesn't matter. Because when you weight train, it's great for building muscle, or when you're doing cardio, it's great for cardiovascular, for your heart. But if you want to have a beautiful body, all year round, ripped, lean, then that's the food. It's the nutrition part of it, which is about 80% of it. So that's why it's very, very important not only to eat the superfood, as I always say, it's very, very important how you're using the seasoning, because seasoning is all medicine, people. A lot of people are going to their medicine cabinet because we brainwashed like that by Rothschild system and Rockefellers and Carnegies, who brought the so-called modern medicine, and then shut down all the holistic and organic places in late 1800 and 1900. But the reality of it is, guys, is food is medicine. And then when they start injecting and spraying our food, that's when all hell broke loose. And that's why we have all these issues and problems, because from one end they were spraying and injecting and using GMOs, and from the other end, obviously, their bigger plan was how to use pharmaceutical products down our throat. And one doctor send you to another doctor, they send you to another doctor, and to another one. Most of them, you kind of guess it, what's wrong with you. Some of them might know, but, and obviously they always overprescribed us prescriptions, which medication have its own issues and problems, side effects, which that's a proven fact. So food is important, people. What you eat is what you are. Your superfood is important. And just don't believe in the hype that you simply see, that whatever happens to you, you're just going to run up to the doctor and start taking pharmaceutical products. Some of you should go and take some nutrition classes. Probably the best thing you can do. I know people, they go to school 10, 15, 20 years, and brag about their PhD, that how smart they are and this and that. But the reality of it is they don't spend, to take one semester to study about nutrition, something that is going in their body, something that they, it's a part of life. It's a lifeline. It's the food, it's the micro and macronutrient that is going in your system, in your body. And they simply don't know the importance of that. As you guys can see, I usually, when I say these things, I don't have any paper and pen. I just cut the, you know, phone on and start talking because of my heart, you know, and I'm a firm believer of when I say these things or what I say, because I've said it for so many years to so many clients, and that's the reality of it is. At any rate, I have no idea. That's almost 11 minutes. When I start talking, I just, you know, I keep going. So may God's peace and blessing be upon you wherever you're at. Stay healthy, guys, and health starts with food. Don't never ever forget that, and don't let anyone tells you that being healthy starts with going to a doctor or taking a pill, because they don't know what the heck they're talking about. Nutrition, cardiovascular, strength training is the key to stay healthy and young all year round. Peace and blessing. And cut, rip, lean.